morning, everyone, from me as well. My name is Hilary Rand. I am a fellow alumni of EHL. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our next session, and I'm only gonna mention the name and give the floor to our speaker. So Jean-Guy de Gabriac, founder, World Wellness Weekend. Welcome to the inaugural EHL Alumni Conference, and the floor is yours.
Thank you so very much, Hilary, Grégoire, Zaina, and the whole organization team, and a very special thank you also to Mr. Rocha for his words of inspiration to carry on, to go on in a changing world with changing ways, but with one thing that keeps on always the same: the networking, the relationship, and the connections we have with each other. It's a pleasure and an honor to kick off this first global online AEHL conference. As you can tell from the title of this keynote, I am a born optimist, making a world of a difference from the inside out. In the next 20 minutes, we shall address the impacts that the words we use have on the world that we live in. We shall explore a way to use our brain and our mind more efficiently in a creative way and not just in a reactive way. We shall see how we can become agents of change and transformation locally with leverage on a global scale. And at the end, I hope we agree on the fact that there are really three types of people, three types of corporations, so that you can decide which type you want to be a part of. So yes, I'm a born optimist, believing that what matters most is to have a meaningful life and a life filled with purpose. According to the United Nations, the average life expectancy in the world is about 70 years old for men and 72 years for women. Of course, there are big differences between countries like Switzerland, Italy, Spain, and Australia are boasting 83.5 years on average, and Japan is close to 85. Medical science estimates that humans could live up to 120 years. And before 2020, the world was led by medical innovation to increase life expectancy. Shops were filled with anti-aging products, and also health, wellness, hospitality, hotels and resorts were providing services and programs to extend also the health expectancy. But COVID-19 has reminded us all of our own mortality, hitting us hard and long, shutting down countries and companies, putting millions of people out of work. Although we hear about social distancing every day, in a way, COVID-19 has brought us closer together with a sense of solidarity and compassion, caring for each other, focusing on what matters most now. 30 years ago, I had 2 motorcycle accidents that should have left me dead on the pavement. Twice. I was blessed to walk out of it unharmed, miraculously, with a deep sense of gratitude. I realized then that what matters most is not how long we live. What truly matters is what we do with each day that has been granted to us, how we can contribute in a meaningful way to encourage people around us to become the best versions of themselves. To quote Dr. Brian Williams, what matters most is to serve others to the best of our abilities so that in turn, they too can serve others to the best of their abilities. I'm also a realist because YouTube statistics show that only 24% of you will watch this video till the end. 58% of viewers watch a business-related video all the way through if it is less than 60 seconds. And that bridge has been burnt a few minutes ago already. To save time, I will start with the conclusion right away. I'll jump straight to the last part of a poem written by Walt Whitman in 1855 in Leaves of Grass that changed my life in 1989 when I watched Dead Poets Society. What good amid these? Oh me, oh life, the question so sad recurring. And the answer came, that life exists, an identity, that the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. You may contribute a verse. It is both humbling and empowering. Humbling because in the scope of the first appearance of Homo sapiens in Africa 315,000 years ago, and the invention of writing and the beginning of history as we know it 5,000 years ago, with civilizations rising and disappearing, what we are experiencing now reminds us that the world does not always belong to the strongest. The world belongs to those who can adjust, who can adapt to a changing ecosystem. It is humbling because Walt Whitman suggests that we may contribute a verse. Of course, people with big egos may feel frustrated that we can only contribute one verse when they feel entitled to a full page or to a whole book. People who believe in the power of teamwork will feel empowered, emboldened. They will see the opportunity for each team member to co-create, co-write, and co-author how they will reimagine their value proposition in these COVID times. Reinvent their guest or client experience and re-engineer their SOPs. S doesn't just stand for standard operation procedures with the bare minimum that each team member has to deliver to get through the day and avoid complaints. No. S is not just for sanitized or sterilized operating procedures, strictly following health and safety regulations. Hopefully, S will stand for you for superior operating procedures so that team members want to come each day, not because they have to, but because they want to contribute to something that is bigger than them. Superior operating procedures so that your company can attract talents who want to join your team, to share the vision and deliver on the promise. Superior to attract a new audience and make loyal clients come back. I also encourage you to use S for signature operating procedures so that what you do is perceived as unique, meaningful, elevated by all stakeholders. This has been my life's work for the past 20 years. As a consultant and educator in hospitality, spa, and wellness for international groups and iconic properties, and now as the founder of the World Wellness Weekend, a pro bono event celebrated in 129 countries in over 900 cities on the third weekend each year of September. The objective is simple. Thousands of venues open their doors to donate 1 hour of the time of one member of their team to organize a safe, free, and fun wellness activity, a class or a workshop, in person or online, to promote healthy lifestyles. Of course, it can be more than 1 hour of one person, but the bare minimum is standard, 1 hour. Of course, you can make it superior or you can make it signature. Although wellness is too often considered a luxury, with the help of over 100 volunteers who serve as World Wellness Weekend ambassadors and coordinators in their city, we are contributing to the third Sustainable Development Goal of the United Nations, which is good health and well-being for all. Inspired by Walt Whitman, my contribution, my verse to the powerful play that goes on is to encourage, inspire, and empower teams worldwide to share the joy of being well with millions of people. Since I launched World Wellness Weekend in 2017, we have received the support of secretaries of tourism, sports, health, governors, mayors in Argentina, Brazil, Cyprus, France, Italy, Mexico, Canada, Quebec, the United States, Malaysia, and so many other countries. In 2019, we reached an audience of 224 million people, but wellness doesn't start with me. It starts with we, W-E, and it grows with you. So in order to make a world of a difference from the inside out, what will be your contribution? What will be the verse that you create by yourself or with your team members on a professional standpoint, or with your family on a personal standpoint? Hopefully, the experiences shared by all the speakers, 60 of them, Gabriac said, in the next 3 days on the AEHL Global Online Conference will inspire you.